Hi, everybody. My name is Jenny Beach, and I work at Teton Middle School, and I apologize that this is late, but it's been pretty crazy here at the middle school, and we have a work day today, so I was able to corner my principal for about an hour, and we just got done talking about the KISA standards for Kansas schools. We are in Victor or Driggs, Idaho, and we are a very rural school district. Our school has about a little around 400 students in 6th, 7th, and 8th grades. And so it was really interesting going through these standards and figuring out kind of where we lie in the grand scheme of things. I had learned a lot. I learned a whole lot. And I took a lot of notes, so excuse me for looking down and reading my notes as we go through this. So we went through the 5 different rubrics: responsive culture, relationships, relevance, and rigor. And so we went through rigor and partnership with schools and community members, and there's really no district level pushing this to occur, and there's really no interaction much on the district level, but it is very much encouraged for teachers to reach out and have community members come in. I've done it in my classes many times. I have an entrepreneurship class that I teach for 8th grade students where they develop their own business plan, and every other week I have a business leader from our community come in and talk to my students about what it took to start it and their kind of life stories, so students can understand that things don't always go the way that you plan, and sometimes it turns out best in the end. And you can always figure out something that you really like to do. So the career and technological standards, it's not, like I said, it's not really promoted district live or district wide, but what it is promoted is that teachers take the initiative to do it themselves. Pretty much what I found all around is that's the way it is in our district, that they support teacher initiative, which is pretty cool. In the resources, the KISA standards seem to focus a lot on standards in education and evaluations, and our district does MAPS evaluation, which is incremental testing. So we test 3 or 4 times a year, and we watch our students' growth throughout the testing, see how much better they've become. Those scores are shared with the students and reviewed with the students, and it's also shared with parents as well. When we looked at the responsive rubric, we looked my principal and I decided that our school is probably pretty much modeling this, and our district is in like the transition phase. I feel like we have a really progressive school, which is very nice. Our resource allocation is really good around our school, and again, with the district, it's more of a hands-off approach as long as there's transparency with education or with communication. So as long as we are communicating directly with our district superintendent and with our school board, that we pretty much have the ability to do what we feel is best for our school. In the early childhood section, we at our school level focus on teaming. A lot of teaming. Teams meet every day to help focus on what's best for each student, to figure out what's best for the scaffolding for each student. We have department meetings to focus on department meetings. So we can have linear growth with our students. Mondays after school are very busy and very meaningful days where we meet with other people and we focus on what's best for our students and our school in general. And like I said, we really focused on what our school is doing, not necessarily our district, because our district does take a really hands-off approach, and if we have a progressive principal, we get to pretty much do what's best for our kids. The district climate, our district started doing surveys on everything. So they now have sent out surveys for school bonds, school levies, calendar, building projects, fixing things in schools. So we get probably every couple weeks we get a new survey for something from our district. It seems to be getting a lot more involved with the different parents groups coming and talking to it, which is really nice and really beneficial. So it doesn't seem like the different money that is allocated for things is questioned where it's being sent, because everybody's aware and they had input, which is really nice. As we look at relationship rubric, Our school, again, is modeling that with all of our teaming, with all of our department meetings. We have a direct open flow of communication in our school where everybody's aware of what's going on. We have leadership team. We have a professional development team. We have a parent committee where parents come in and talk to see what's going on with the school and what parents are thinking. We have wellness committees. We have department committees. We have everything under the sun to where it is a circular communication style where everybody's aware of everything else, as opposed to a triangle where the principal is on top and he directs information to everybody else. It works really nicely in our school. Student involvement is high in our school, very, very high. We have our school motto is classy, curious, and brave, and that is on every shirt, every backpack. We have stickers that are around. Kids really exemplify it. We promote classiness all the way around. We also do different things to help students get involved. We do challenges that are in addition to academic work. We did the mousetrap challenge, the egg drop challenge. We do book clubs, which are in addition to their other things, and teachers and students get kind of closer to one another and able to have these open flow of communication through teachers and students. Family members, parents are engaged, coming in to help with art, coming in and talking. If they're musicians, if they are engineers in the math department, all over the board, we have open flow. We do weekly emails, open flow to families. And again, like I said, in the community, it is up to teachers to bring community members in. I've done it multiple times. I know our math department has done it with engineers, city planners. We have music programs that get the community involved, and we get out into the community and do stuff. We do project walks where we have everything set up and projects all the way around to have community members it's advertised in the newspaper, and community members come in and check out the different projects. And then the last one is relevance. And this is one that my principal and I decided that we are in the transitioning phase. We are a middle school, so our main thing for promotion of relevance in college and career readiness is we create a 4-year plan for our 8th grade students so they have a direction at the high school. I know our high school has career planning, like they've got shop class, welding classes, agricultural classes. They have accounting classes, business classes, family consumer sciences. They do AP dual enrollment. They have college prep classes. They do a lot up at the high school. But here at the middle school, we focus on student engagement and making them enjoy the learning process again. In student engagement, we have advisory classes where we are one-on-one with students, and we make sure each student feels like they have a teacher advocate. I mean, my advisory class, I think, is 15 kids. So it's really great. I get to know them on a whole different level and get to really help them if they're struggling or they can't seem to connect with a teacher. I step in and try to be their advocate and help them out. And then with the relevance rubric, it talked about technology a lot. And again, it's one of those things in our district where we use technology, we have access to technology, we have Chromebooks and all that, but there isn't really much direction or instruction on how to use it. But our professional development committee at school, we have meetings every so often where we promote different forms of technology and how best to use it and how to implement it in the classroom, and we help team teach each other the best uses of these things. So I learned a lot. I thought it was a really interesting project. I learned that I really like my school, and I think we do a lot well, and I like the hands-off approach for the most part with the district. I wish there was a little bit more direction when it comes to certain things, or a little bit more help in the professional development committee. But other than that, I really like what we're doing, and I like what we have. So thanks, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Oops.